internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours Crypto. Let's get right in today's video. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. I'm going to make it 10 times better. In today's episode, we're going to go over how there is barely anybody holding the XRP. And then we're going to get into a very, very detailed explanation of really how important liquidity is. And you're going to hear some Ripple executives talk about it. So listen very carefully as they speak. And also gather up all the information that you have obtained on this channel and have that ready as you're listening to them, and listen very, very carefully. We're living through history right now. XRP's price at $2 is an absolute joke. Okay, it is an absolute joke. It doesn't solve anything and it can't scale into anything. And now that people are pretty much priced out, $2 per XRP, $3 in Australia and Canada. And we're going to cover the XRP rich list and where we stand right now, because we have not covered this since the XRP price went over $1, $1.50. Now it's at $2. And now you're going to see the importance of every single individual that has accumulated for the past year. Congratulations. Put your two hands in the air and say, hallelujah, I was not an idiot, right? Like when this goes to 3, 4, 5, it's game over. It's game over. People are going to get their cash flow, their monthly cash flow, $1,000 or $500, and then they're not going to know what to do about it because XRP's at 5, Cardano's at 4, Hedera's at 40 cents, Bitcoin's at 140,000. Like, you know what I mean? They're not going to know what to do. They're priced out. It's game over. The accumulation phase is done. Talk about buying fractions of these assets in the near future. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back because we're gonna hit some bullseyes here, right? We're gonna do some hard-hitting facts that you just cannot disagree with. But before we get into the very, very important stuff, that is the rich list, and that is about liquidity. Very important. I need to bring this to your attention, and this is the last time you're gonna hear it because this is the end of the week. It's the Sunday. The XRP pendant, it is never ever going to come back on the store again. We're putting a hard stop on it. The link is in the description down below because we're not going to engrave XRP pendant when it's at $5, $3. There's no journey in that. So what's special about this XRP pendant is it's completely customized and designed by me. You're not going to find anything on the internet like this. On the back of the pendant, it'll have the purchase date, so December 1st, and the value of XRP $1.92. Okay? And when we look back on this 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we're going to have a lot of memories that is just going to surface. It's going to be emotional. It's going to be emotional because a lot of people doubted us, even the individuals that have been with us since day one. It's emotional even for us, right? But it's only going to get more epic. So the link is in the description down below. On the back of the pendant, it'll have the value of XRP and the date it was purchased. Okay, so the link is in the description down below. This is the last day, and please, after today, do not email support asking if you didn't purchase it, if it's going to come back. It is not going to come back. This is the last time we're doing this. I will not be overlooking this when the value of XRP is at 5, 6 because I got much more other things to do, okay? So link is in the description down below. This will never, ever come back, ladies and gentlemen. This will never, ever come back. So without further ado, this is the last time you're going to hear me talk about this. So let's continue on to the epic stuff. So the XRP rich list. The XRP rich list. Take a listen to this. And then we're going to get into some big numbers. So currently there's about 99.9 billion XRP, right? That 100 billion XRP has already, started decreasing because XRP gets burned for transactions. Currently, as of September 2024, there's 39 billion XRP that remains in escrow. 62 billion XRP is not in escrow, Retail approximately holds about 17.5 billion XRP. Okay, that's not an exact number. It's around there. Could be just a little bit under. We could say there's at least a billion XRP that's lost and that's never going to come into circulation. That's like the individuals that say there's 21 million Bitcoin. No, there is no 21 million Bitcoin. Think about it. That Satoshi, unknown creator of an asset that is worth $100,000. Has a million of these, and there is millions, hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin that has been lost since the inception of Bitcoin. So this is very important for you guys to understand the scarcity. When you take a look at number 4 on here, you see that we crossed out the bottom wallets that are holding between 0 to 500 XRP because those are irrelevant. Those are irrelevant, those are residuals, those mean nothing. And those numbers are distractions. If we really add up the individuals that are holding anywhere between 500 XRP to 10 million XRP, you get 1,072,583 XRP wallets. There's 8 billion people on the planet. That 1 million number divided by 8 billion, that's approximately 0.0001% of the world's population owns anywhere between 500 to 10 million XRP. I know that there's a huge, difference there from 500 to 10 million. But this is just to show you that not a lot of people hold it. And let me break this right in the middle for you, because when you talk about XRP wallets, you're talking about individuals with multiple or dozens of XRP wallets. I personally myself have more than by now probably 6-8 XRP wallets, right? So for example, if you have 2 DCEM wallets, you have 2 XRP wallets, right? If you have 2 set up, if you have 4 ledgers, that's 4 ledgers. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna cut the number in half of the million. So you approximately get about 500,000 people. 500,000 XRP wallets because they're the same individual. They're duplicates. Multiple people have multiple XRP wallets. Some of you guys probably have 4. So this will account for the individuals that only have 1. So this is still a very conservative number. So think about it. The individuals with only 1 XRP wallet, well, guess what? There's people out there with 8 different XRP wallets. So that's why cutting the number in half to 500K makes perfect sense. So approximately, there's about, 0.006% of the world's population that owns XRP. And when you compare that to Bitcoin, it is a very, very small number. And a lot of people don't see that. And it's kind of sad that they don't see that. They think that a lot of people hold XRP, which in realistically they don't. I mean, this part right here just blows my mind. This shouldn't even be accounted for. Okay, so there's technically less than, and this is crazy. There's only 1 million. There's about, realistically, only 1.2 million XRP wallets. But again, if you want to be more realistic, there's about 500,000. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and if you guys understand that perspective, because it's very important for you guys to understand there isn't many of us that are holding this digital asset XRP. And as it slowly starts climbing up, everybody should be panicking, because we're about to hit $2 hours. It tested, yesterday was the test, it came down a little bit. And this is it, going into this week. Remember I said within 6 days, we're gonna see a lot of stuff. My video a couple days ago. So now, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the DTCC. The DTCC is getting ready. 2025 is gonna be extremely bullish. And they're even telling you for treasury clearing. While the rule will begin to take effect at the end of 2025 and run through mid-2026, we must be ready by March 31st, 2025. We're hard at work, evolving our access models, enhancing capital efficiency, facilitating industry discussions, and providing education. We are going through an education phase. $3 quadrillion. Everything is going to get tokenized. Strap in. And the document from Ministry of Finance of Republic of Palau, you guys know the amount of governments that Ripple is working with around the world that haven't been announced yet.
That is, Ripple has invested and is working with about 10 different governments around the world to do central bank digital currencies.
Two major prospects. I cannot name it, but hopefully you will read it in the press in the near future. They both of them, and I was really surprised, actually it's free, and these are real positively meant monsters of banks.
And dozens of projects are circulating right now and nobody knows about it. It hasn't been made public and they don't need to make it public. And listen to what they say here. They're, in works with the IMF. Furthermore, the incorporation of recommendations from the international organizations such as the IMF is crucial to align the payment service with global best practices and standards. And this picture right here with Brad Garlinghouse, Christine Lagarde. Remember in the past I talked about how Christine Lagarde, she was the head of the IMF and then she went over to the head of the ECB because she was very bullish on DLT and she wanted to go to the bank side of things. I'm telling you right now, these are all facts. We laid it out in a previous video. I'll leave the link in the description down below, but it gets crazy. And here we have the technical stakeholders. We have the IMF Technical Assistance Team to Palau 2023 and 2024. And Ripple is at these tables. In partnership with Ripple's Central Bank Digital Currency and Central Bank Engagement Team, the project utilized Ripple's blockchain technology to explore the feasibility and integrating a tokenized USD into Palau's infrastructure.
As I mentioned, we do hold a significant amount of this digital asset called XRP, and we will, on occasion, sell some of that into the market. That one generates some incremental funding for us, but it also helps create more liquidity in the whole ecosystem for that digital asset. I won't get into the weeds in terms of how some of our products work, but having liquidity in markets around the world for XRP is a big part of what will make our products over time successful. Serves a dual purpose. We measure our success not on the price of XRP, but on how much value we're delivering to these financial institutions. That's largely a function of, are they using our technology to move money around the world? And that curve is going up into the right really nicely. So that's what really gives us a lot of energy.
And then it goes on to say the Palau Ministry of Finance and Ripple extend their gratitude to all participants of Phase 2 for their outstanding support and valuable contributions in advancing Palau's economy towards a prosperous and sustainable future. And they're going to be doing this with other governments across the world. And then when we get into the G20 FSB Enhanced and Cross-Border First Consolidated Report, this was the early one, remember, where they did the whole liquidity hub test. Listen to what they say here. As an initial action, the CPMI, in collaboration with the BIS Innovation Hub, the IMF, and the World Bank, conducted a stock take of provisional domestic CBDC designs and central bank experimentations to determine to which extent they could be used for cross-border payments. Central banks have started collaborating on several projects and studies to consider internationally coordinated CBDC arrangements to enhance cross-border payments. Internationally coordinated CBDC arrangements to enhance cross-border payments. Not just CBDC arrangements, okay? This whole payment infrastructure that they're going to be incorporating, this whole new system is all internationally coordinated by these big guys. And then the CPMI, which Ripple is a part of. This is very, very important. Cross-border Payment Interoperability Extension Task Force. Ripple, RTGS Global is also here. Guess what? You know who's a part of RTGS Global? Marcus Treacher. I'm going to play that video again because now it's going to be way more bullish now. He is the RTGS Global Executive Chairman. He's been there for almost 4 years. And here we have them as a part of the CPMI, RTGS, Swift, Ripple.
First question, why is the value of XRP so low? Well, our view is XRP is actually a good price. It's risen significantly in 2017. And we look at XRP as an intrinsic component of the future model. So this isn't a speculated currency. It's a currency which is a long-term play for the future global transaction space. And that, I think, is incredibly powerful. So we're here for the long game, and we're delighted at the rise of XRP and its resilience. And we believe that in the long term, it'll grow quite healthily as a result of what we're doing by creating this internet of value. And, you know, transforming how payments work worldwide, that's a really big deal. That is transformative. And again, one of my earlier slides about payments being the bedrock of everything else that happens on blockchain, that's so true. If you get this right, everything else will start to build. And that's why what we're doing.
I mean, there's really nothing else we could do anymore. I mean, if you're sitting there, I'm itching my head right now because I cannot comprehend that people don't understand this. And they don't understand how big this is going to get. They think we're the crazy ones. And they want to call this BS. Remember this, don't forget. This was released this year, SEC's motion for remedies package. And remember where they stated in page 24 at the bottom, how Ripple had 1,700 relevant contracts, institutional sales. And that's very important that, you know, they're putting that out there, because by them saying Ripple's institutional sales involved over 1,700 relevant contracts, they're pretty much referring to Ripple's institutional sales, which are sales of XRP or their related products to institutional investors. So the banks, the hedge funds, the financial institutions, and in 1,700 relevant contracts pretty much indicates that Ripple engaged in over 1,700 contracts related to these sales. So that's a significant level of activity in terms of Ripple dealing with various institutions. 1,700. And soon, when everything gets revealed, the monstrous banks and all their partnerships, this bad boy is going to drastically take off. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I really hope that opened some eyes and you guys learned something new and you guys understand how big this thing is really going to get. I mean, we don't really have much more time to open up a lot of eyes, and individuals that are just getting into this ecosystem and that are trying to learn about XRP and other digital assets, remember what I've said previously, recently, saying you don't have time to learn this. You don't have time. You cannot sit down and try to learn this in a week or in a matter of 3 weeks. You do understand that you and I documented this journey and we have garnered up and learned so much information in 5 years. Can you imagine trying to relay that information onto your loved ones or the individuals beside you? It logically does not make sense. They logically cannot even absorb all this information. Like, it's crazy, folks. Remember what I said, patience will pay off handsomely for us. Like, the writing was on the wall. Facts are facts. Facts. Like, it absolutely blows my mind. So we're going to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said earlier in the video, the XRP pendant, never going to come back. It'll have the value and the data was purchased on. So link is in the description down below. Fully customized. You could Google XRP pendants and you'll find nothing even close to this. It does not exist, ladies and gentlemen. It does not exist. And the last day for the Descent wallet for the $149 off holiday special, free shipping, link in the description down below. If you do not have a cold storage wallet, don't even think about it. You got to buy it. There's other options. There's Ledger, there's Treasure, there's Tangem. But listen, cold storage wallet, if you have one, you can't have one. You got to have multiple. Christmas is coming up. Perfect way also for you guys to onboard your family members onto this. And with every purchase, you guys will get an airdrop. And I'll leave the link in the description down below on how you could claim those airdrops. It will come into your Descent wallet. So it's not going to go to an exchange. It's going to go to your Descent wallet, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, I do appreciate every single one of you guys, and we will be back with another video.
Building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.